Hello and welcome to your travel-friendly towel or slider workout. Today we will only need a towel and a free space and of course, your body weight. Without further ado, we're going to get right into it. I have also added the recommended repetitions for each exercise based on your goals, so make sure to check that in the description down below. To start class, we'll go ahead and bring ourselves on all fours, setting up for our bear position, lifting your knees off of the floor, feet and hips in hip distance apart. Exhaling to extend the knees all the way back by dragging the towel or sliders on the floor, and inhaling to bring your knees in towards the midline on your center line, squeezing your navel up towards the sky as we're in this position. If you need some more support today, you can go ahead and bring the knees down as you bring your knees in towards your midline, so resting in between each repetition to take this exercise a little bit more with some support and extra love. For my friends who'd like to remove the sliding component of it, you also have the option to lift just the knees off the floor in bear and release all the way back down onto the floor. Whichever variation you are doing in this first exercise, let's go ahead and get right into it. Really breathing through it, inhaling as the knees hover and exhaling to lift and extend back. Nice work, everyone. Keep focusing on the breath work. Checking in with your low back, making sure that it's not arching down, and also your hips are not coming up excessively. Nice. Let's do one more full strong rep right here. You got it. Awesome. And let's go ahead and slowly now coming onto our sits bones, we're going to go ahead and recline back onto the floor and keeping your heels onto our towel, feet hip distance apart. And on your next exhalation, rolling up, pushing your heels firmly away from you, extending into the knees, and inhale again to recline down, bending the knees and dragging the towel to the midline. Repeating here with your arms in front of you, or if you want to make this a little bit more challenging, adding a forward fold as you exhale, reaching your fingertips all the way to your toes, and then coming back, reclining back into the starting position with your bent knees. Whichever variation you are taking today, getting right into it, really dragging your heels against the towel, against the floor to really feel not only your deep core muscles activating, but also a little bit in the back of your legs, specifically a nice hamstring engagement as well. Nice work, everyone. Prioritizing your breath work here, exhaling to roll up and inhaling to recline backwards. Let's do 3 more reps just like this. Checking in with your form. As we get tired, you're gonna wanna bring your shoulders towards your ears. So really making sure that your shoulders are away from your ears by really squeezing your upper back shoulder blades together firmly here. Last rep right here. Nice work, everyone. Next up, we are coming into our palms, fingertips away from your midline. We're gonna go ahead and make sure your chest is nice and proud. We are pushing your heels and your feet away from your midline and then bending your knees back and bringing the towel in towards the midline. For the foot placement, your feet are in hip distance apart, equidistant, so you're able to really firmly press your heels out and really feel your deep, low abdominals working here. If you would like to make this movement a little bit more challenging, all you have to do is lift your hips off the floor. So coming into classic stone runners. Nice work, everyone. Keep breathing through it, exhaling to push your feet out away from the midline, and inhaling, bring your feet and the towel back into your midline. You should be really starting to feel your abdominals in this one. Great job. Let's do a few more reps. Last strong reps in this exercise right here. Last rep right here. Nice. And we are slowly coming off of our palms. We're gonna flip over, bringing your knees on your towel and coming down on your forearms. We're gonna go ahead and keep your knees firmly planted on the towel, and we're not moving the upper body. We're only gonna slide the knees and the towel out and away from your midline on your inhalation, and then exhaling to round your upper back and round your spine up in like an angry cat position. So you're working your abdominals firmly and deeply. If you do want to make this a little bit more challenging, you do have the option to come onto your palms here and coming into angry cat on the way to the top, and then recline back and really feeling your abdominals this way. A friendly reminder, whichever variation you are taking today, to not let the hips come down towards the floor. So no low back arch on the way to the bottom. You want to make sure your spine is nice and protected by keeping your hips and your low back nice and lifted. Awesome work, everyone. Keep focusing on the breathing and keep focusing on your navel drawing up towards the sky. You should be really starting to feel this exercise working effectively and targeting your abdominal muscles here. Keep squeezing your glutes, squeezing the core to minimize the hips coming down. We're almost done. Keep breathing, keep moving. You're almost there. I know this is getting more and more challenging as the reps goes by, but you're almost done. Last strong rep coming up right here. Awesome job, everyone. Let's go ahead and come down onto your forearms. If you were lifted into your palms, we're gonna go ahead and now come into a juicy oblique exercise. Who doesn't love obliques? We're gonna start with our left knee on the floor. Right knee is stacked. If you need to adjust the towel, feel free to do so. I personally like doing this with the towel in a half position. Either way, stacking your left knee on the bottom, right knee on the top, dragging your knees in towards the midline and away from you. So you're really lifting into your hips and your low abdominals as you release up and down into the sliding motion, trying to keep your hips open to the right side. If you do need some extra support in this motion today, removing the sliding motion and just lifting your hips up towards the sky and then bringing yourself back to hips lower off of the floor. Reminder to not bring the hips completely down towards the floor. We want to make sure it's hovered the whole time while keeping both forearms planted firmly and still keeping your hips open to that right side. Even in this variation here, you are going to effectively feel the obliques working. So keep breathing through it and you got this. We just have a few more reps on this side and then we're going to switch sides in just a moment. Keeping your upper body nice and static as you dynamically move the hips up towards the sky. This one is such a good move for the obliques. You are gonna definitely feel and see the results after this exercise and workout. Really strong core. developing right here. Awesome work, everyone. We just have last rep right here. Nice. And let's go ahead and switch to the opposite side. Now your right knee is going to be on the towel. Left knee is stacked on top of the right. And we are either hitting the sliding motion or the static hips lift up and hover. Really opening your hips to that left side now, while keeping both forearms in that neutral position, really allowing ourselves to target into the side waists and obliques effectively. Awesome work, everyone. This is our last round of obliques here in this workout. Keep breathing through it. You can do it. We're almost done. It's in these moments that your mind sometimes tells you you can't do it, but you can. Do not give up. The good news is we are almost done with your workout today. Breathing deeply, really finishing this movement nice and strong today. Last rep coming up right here. Nice work, everyone. Let's go ahead and come all the way up onto our palms in a high plank position. If you had adjusted your towel, make sure to keep it in the long ways now. But if you already had it in the long ways, coming up, toes are firmly against the towel. We are walking your hands only. So your feet are nice and static here as we walk back and walk forward just with the palms. So your hips are basically our weight, just dragging yourself up and down. Again, if you cannot move so far in your room, no worries at all. I'm also just taking a few steps forward and back. If for some reason the high plank position is not your jam today, you're gonna be doing this on your knees. So same effective movement, just with less resistance. Either way, this is gonna be very challenging. You can do it. The good news is this is the last and final exercise of your workout. Do not give up. The goal of this exercise is to minimize your hips shifting side to side. So this is as much as it is an upper body core activator. This is also anti-rotation for our lower body. So this is working firmly and deeply into our deep core line. You can do it. Breathing deeply here. Inhaling through the nose and exhalation out through the mouth. Reminder that if you are in the high plank position, firmly keeping your toes equal distance, distributing the weight equally so you're pushing against the towel effectively here. We are at the finish line. Last 2 reps right here. Making this rep your best and strongest rep of the day. This is it. Awesome work, everyone. You made it. We are done. I hope that you were able to effectively feel your core today. Thank you so much for showing up for you today. Not everyone shows up, so that is the first step towards progression. I'm so proud of you. Have a wonderful day.